Franklin Pierce University is proud on this 12th day of May 2012 to confer upon the Right Reverend Bishop V. Gene Robinson the degree of Humane Letters honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Franklin Pierce University, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining.
Thank you very much. I am indeed honored and humbled to accept this degree from Franklin Pierce University today, honored by the degree and the university that confers it, and frankly humbled by my colleagues, Temple Grandin and Bill McKibben. It is an extraordinary thing to be in their company and included with them. And I think the one thing that is common between the three of us is our work with the marginalized. For Temple, advocacy on behalf of all of God's creatures and on behalf of those who find themselves in the spectrum of autism and Asperger's. And Bill McKibben, who finds and points out to us that the earth itself is marginalized by our pollution and our degradation. For me, as a gay man, it has been a remarkable week. I can tell you that never in my wildest dreams growing up could I imagine that a sitting president of the United States would advocate for marriage equality for all of our citizens. And while we have much work left to do, let's remember that racism didn't die when we took the Jim Crow laws off the books. Sexism hasn't diminished just because we have federal funding for women's sports. And neither will marriage equality end discrimination against gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people. But let's pause to remember how far we have come. And let me make a prediction. When you return to Franklin Pierce for your 10th or 20th or 30th reunion, some of your good friends will have with them their partners or hopefully their husbands or wives. Please don't be like when my husband Mark took me to his reunion at Middlebury College and introduced me as his partner, and a good friend said, "Oh, what business are you in?" We're in the business of love, just like everyone else. And dare I say it, some of you will meet your old friend Jack from Franklin Pierce at a reunion, only he will be Jackie, and he will be one of the happiest young women you've ever met because he has had the courage to be who he is. I take this honor given by Franklin Pierce today to mean that Franklin Pierce wants to honor the values of advocacy for the marginalized, all the marginalized, and it is close to my heart. I guess what I want to say to you today is that it is also close to God's heart, whatever you might mean by God. The Abrahamic religions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all point to a God who cares most for the marginalized and the vulnerable, be it animals or people or the earth itself. And as a person of faith, I want to tell you that when you do work on behalf of the marginalized, you stand a very good chance of meeting the God of all creation there. So although you haven't asked for advice, we bishops are used to giving it anyway. Find your passion. Find your passion beyond yourself, whether it be for the poor, the diseased, those who are discriminated against because of race or gender expression, and work on behalf of them. Work on behalf of the marginalized. Speak for them in places where they are not yet welcome, and give yourselves to their fights. And prepare to meet the living God there. I promise you that nothing you do in your whole life will bring you more happiness and joy. Thank you for this wonderful honor.